This is the closure of the conversion code, and I thought I'd share a little story about my time at Kinnucan's. Y'all know I like to read books on self-help and philosophy and encouragement, and one of the books they made me read is by Harry J. Friedman called No Thanks, I'm Just Looking. Sales Techniques for Turning Shoppers into Buyers. This is like a retail book on how to get people to not say, no thanks, I'm just looking. What do people say when you walk into the store? Hey, how can I help you today? What are you looking for? No thanks, I'm just looking. You know, they say like the worst things, and I love it because I go into some stores here like, well, what can we find you today? What can we find for you today? No thanks, I'm just looking. Okay, well, have fun. And they just walk away. I'm like, I came in here because I'm going to buy something? And I've been coming in here for 10 years and you still say the same thing? So, this was Reynolds Bickerstaff. I had to find this picture. The Kinnucan store manager at the Christmas party. I don't know, I feel like we both kind of, we're the same, right? My hair seems to be a little more hair on the front of my head. But we played a game at Kinnucan's, and I don't know if y'all remember, Kinnucan's used to be up where Petland is. And so the pager from Outback would actually work in our store. So folks would go to Outback, and I swear, I think this is like every Outback. I don't care if it's 4 in the afternoon or 9 at night. It's a 45-minute wait. Like, you're going to have to wait 45 minutes at Outback. So they would take their pager, and at that time, there weren't many other retail stores up in that shopping strip. And they'd finally make their way down to Kinnucan's, and I swear, it was always, 15 or 10 minutes before we're going to close and start our exit plan on, what we do to clean up before we shut down. And so we played a game, and the strategy is called takeaway. How do you convert someone that's just looking or killing time into a buyer? And we knew that you only had 10 or 15 minutes because that door's getting locked at 7 o'clock and we're going to start cleaning and arranging stuff. So there's a lot of different lines you can use, but one of the lines we would use, because we know the answer to it, is we say, what brings you in this evening? And then what do you think they would say? I'm just waiting for a table at Outback. Like, yes, I'm going to sell you about $1,000 on your way to Outback. I'm just waiting for a table at Outback. So we'd say, I love Outback. What do you like to look for while you're killing time? I like to look at, Patagonia clothes. I like to look at running shoes. Most people would just say, oh, hey, we close in 10 minutes. Is there something I can help you with? No, I'm just waiting on a table at Outback. Okay, well, all right, see you later. And they would just let that person walk around with, yeah, they are killing time, but don't people like to do things while they're killing time? Now when we're killing time, what do? We pull out this. This is how we kill time. So I reminded all of the employees at Kinnucan's that the goal was and always is to just get people talking. And if y'all remember, this book we've been talking about, the conversion code, is focused all towards online leads, people you don't know yet, right? So people we're attracting. And the retail mindset applies the same way. We would use strategies just to get people talking. And it was really a lot of fun because we would, this book has some great tips in it. There's one thing called the walk by, and you'd see somebody looking, and you would just walk by them and say, God, it really is a great day to be in here. And just walk by and come back, I'm sorry, you mind if I ask you a question? I say, yeah, sure I am. Have you checked the weather today? I've been in this store all day long. Is it going to rain this afternoon? No, I don't think it's going to rain. Oh, God, and you just move on to whatever else. The whole goal with online leads is to get people on the phone and get them talking. So I want to give you some tips on how to do that today. And the questions we're focused on is, how do you get them to pick up the phone? And when they do pick up the phone, what do you say? That is just our version of walk-ins. Online leads are our version. Someone has crossed our website. They filled out a form, or they did something, and we've got a little bit of their information. How do we get a conversation going with them? Well, if we don't have their phone number and we just have their email address, we've got to send them an email. And there are 3 categories. There's educational, entertaining, and conversational. Educational, when you're drafting and these are all just short messages. When you're drafting a short educational message, the question you want to ask is, will they learn something useful and want to thank you by replying? Entertaining, the question you want to ask when you're drafting this message is, will they smile and thank you by replying? And then y'all should know what conversational is what do they, will they want to continue the conversation? Basically, you're asking them a question. But that's your goal. Your goal is to speak with them on the phone. So you've got to send some kind of email that falls into one of these categories and answer those questions, because, I get emails from people all the time because I visited some site and they put a cookie on there and now they're tracking me and, hey, want to set up a demo? You ought to try this new program. We've got a reduced price. And so they're not really human messages, so it doesn't engage me to want to respond to it. Besides, stop sending these to me or unsubscribe. So here's a great, simple email message you could use as your autoresponder. If someone fills out a form or signs up, you could have this go out instantly, like a thank you. Or as soon as you get a new lead that comes in or someone fills out a contact form, just send them this quick message. If you use Google, I don't know if I've showed you how to do this yet. Google has something, what is it called? They're canned messages. So you can load a bunch of messages into your Gmail account. So when you go to compose a new message, you just click on this one, boop, and it drops that information right in. If y'all use Gmail, I can, at our next business meeting, I'll do a technology tip and show you how you create a canned message. It's really cool, and it's free. So this is an email saying, I appreciate you creating an account on our website. I know it can sometimes be scary to do that. Is now a good time to talk? That doesn't sound like a robot sent it or it was automated. That sounds like you sent it. And that's what I would send. That's the message I'd send as soon as someone sends you their information. Now, if you have their phone number, you call them. Yay! Call them. And what do you say to a stranger when they pick up the phone? I thought I was going to get your voicemail. No, you talk to them. And so this is something we've discussed with the folks doing the logic leads, and I'm going to come back to this, but let's walk through it. So, hi Josh, my name's Reynolds, and I work at Bickerstaff Parham Real Estate. I was calling to follow up on the search account you created on our website. Are you interested in purchasing property in Alabama or Georgia? And I'll email all these to you so you can have this. And they'll say, whatever they say, who cares what they say? You just say, great. Can you please grab a pen and paper? I want to give you my personal contact information in case we get disconnected. And they may pretend to write it down, they may actually write it down, doesn't matter. This simple response is so that you can control the conversation. Because if they're going to try to control it, it's probably not going to be something that somebody you're ever going to get to work with. So that's, you don't care if they write down your number or not. Hey, they picked up the phone. Now it's on you to keep them on the hook. So they may write it down, and then you respond with another simple question. Tell me the primary reason you created an account today. Or you could say, tell me the primary reason you're interested in whatever they say. They may say, I'm interested in renting a house in Alabama. I'm renting and buying a house in Alabama. Great. Can you please grab a pen and paper? I want to give you my personal contact information in case we get disconnected. Say, tell me the primary reason you're interested in renting a house in Alabama. Okay? So you then don't just hang up the phone. I'm going to tell you in the next slide how you continue that conversation. I did this at Kinnucan's all the time. Now, we're not selling a simple product that people can buy every day. We're selling houses. So you have to spend a little more time with these folks. But after that first response, it's called ARPing. Acknowledge, respond, and pivot. So you acknowledge by repeating the question and end with no problem. Then you respond with a simple, straightforward, but you don't really answer the question. And then you pivot and ask the next question that digs deeper. I do this with my children. I don't do it with Say because that would just be rude. And she's too smart. So let's go back and look at this. So they respond. You say, great, grab a pen and paper. You say, tell me the primary reason you created an account today. And the person on the other phone says, well, I was looking at houses and the window popped up and made me enter my information. Great. So our website required you to enter your information. No problem. Are you looking for a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom house in Alabama? I'm looking for a 3-bedroom in Alabama. Great. You're looking for a 3-bedroom house in Alabama? Are you interested in a newer home or an older home? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much I can afford. I understand. You're not sure how much you can afford. No problem. I can schedule an appointment with our in-house lender. Would you be interested in doing that? You just repeat what they say. 1, to make sure you understand it. 2, so they understand what they said. And then it helps you dig a little deeper. And it comes off very, very naturally. And you just keep doing that until you narrow it down. So, if you have children, you may want to practice this. I do it with Bunny. Dad, where's my iPad? You want to know where your iPad is? I can't remember the last time I saw it, but why do you need your iPad? I know exactly where the iPad is. Why do you need your iPad? Well, I want to play this new game on it. Oh, you wanted to play a new game on it. I understand. What is that game? What's the purpose of that game? Oh, I don't really know. It just has stuff you buy. Oh, the game on your iPad encourages you to buy things? Do you have money to buy things on your iPad? You need money to buy things on iPad? You see how that works? It's just, kids do it all the time. Kids do it to us. Can I have some ice cream? No. But why did you say no? I'm really hungry. Well, you just had something to eat. Well, I know I just had something to eat. That wasn't enough. I need some ice cream too. They break us down. We let a 7-year-old break us down. And that's what you've got to do to these leads on the phone. And also understand, marketing feeds appointments, appointments feed sales, and sales feed our children. That's what Chris Smith said, the author of this book. But you also have to understand that the final test of any learning is application. So we've talked a lot over the last few weeks. Gosh, blogs, landing pages, Snipply, all kinds of stuff, all kind of ways to attract leads. Well, then it's a matter of when you attract them and you get that information, what do you do to get them on the phone, and what do you do to get them to come to this office and go buy real estate or sell real estate? So you've got to try some of that, and that's what I want to encourage y'all today is go back through your notes or go back through our slides or videos and pick out one of those things we mentioned and work on it and try it. And you'll start getting some results, but you've got to learn how to apply it so that you can generate some more leads for your business. But if I can help, please don't hesitate to give me a call or stop by the office, and we'll do whatever we can to help you out. Hope you'll have a great day. Thank you all for being here.